Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. I'm doing this reading in the energy now of the Lionsgate portal on August 8th, so it'll be interesting to see what messages come out for all of us. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, and we have Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I have set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my friend, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. Your tarot card for the week is the Two of Swords. What is being closed off or blocked out of your reality? Tell me why the Two of Swords is here for Aries for the week of August 10th, 2025. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, the Tower. Three of Cups. Five of Wands. King of Pentacles. But that King, Queen of Pentacles, they just love you in your readings. Four of Swords, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups. That leaves the Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. There you are. Ten of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. You're not seeing something coming. You're not seeing something coming. Let's clarify that Tower. What do you not see coming? Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here for Aries this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Tower is clarified by Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. So it looks like a conversation, offer, or opportunity here with an individual where it results in an argument. I feel like this is something you don't see coming. It's currently blocked from your reality, or you're closed off, or maybe your intuition is trying to tell you that this is coming, and your mind is like, no, because I get a lot of sword energy here for you being a fire sign. So it's kind of like, no, I don't want to know. But 5 swords plus 4 swords is 9 swords. So I feel like subconsciously you do know that this conversation or communication, offer, opportunity is coming, and very well could lead to an argument. Tell me a little bit more about this. Now, I don't think that the person who is doing this is looking for an argument. I think they're of the belief that this would make you happy in the Three of Cups energy. But it looks like with that Five of Swords to the Five of Wands, it actually ends up turning into a pretty heated debate or pretty heated discussion. Tell me more about that Page of Pentacles. I want to take a look at that for you. The Empress. So tell me more about the Page of Pentacles here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Clarified by Two of Cups. So definitely soulmate, soul bond connection. Knight of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Moon card to the Eight of Cups. I feel like this person wants to address something with you. Either, and this could go, in a lot of different ways because it's a collective general reading. This person might want to discuss with you that they feel that you have been negligent or immature or not responsible when it comes to your financial resources. That Knight of Wands to the Five of Pentacles would be someone who buys things that they don't really need, or goes into debt to buy things to keep up with others. So there's a feeling here of maybe someone here wanting to address this with you, like, hey, I'm really concerned. I think you've been overspending, something like that, or you've been over shopping, or I'm noticing the checking account is, getting lower and lower. Like, what's going on? What are you spending your money on? So there could be something like that, like an inquiry about your financial habits or some type of expenditure or expenditures that you have done lately. If this is work related, this could be your boss or higher up wanting to have a discussion with you about maybe low productivity, And I don't know what you do for a living, but there could be something here in respect to like sales are down or something like that, and you're somehow connected to that. And so they're looking to address it, like trying to address the issue of why sales are down or revenue is down or something like that. For others of you, this could be an individual who wants to discuss with you that they're feeling in lack, or they're feeling ignored, or they're feeling a bit insecure because of your detachment from the connection with them, or because of your inconsistency in the connection that you have with them. With all of the cups on the table, you know, the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, and we've got that 4 of Swords, I feel like this person's intention is to like address this issue and then heal it, or, you know, resolve the problem or something like that. But instead, it looks like it turns into an argument. And it's almost like a twofold message here. One, I don't think you see this conversation coming. And 2, I don't think that you see that it turns into an argument. But with that 3 of Swords, it looks like some cutting words or actions here could be exchanged between you and this individual that wounds the connection in some way. So that's what I have for you, Aries. That is your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. Someone wants to address something with you, either feeling an emotional lack or a concern about the depletion of financial resources or the lack of revenue building or growing. And somehow all of this like correlates to you or is connected to you in some way. And I think what you don't see is 1, the conversation, and 2, I don't think that you see the argument or dispute here. It just seems like you and this individual are not on the same page or don't have the same opinion when it comes to this topic. So yeah, I don't think you see it coming, and I also don't think that you see the argument coming as well. That is what I have for you, my dear, for the week of August 10th, 2025. If you like that message, resonates with you, maybe you just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have Justice. What needs to be resolved and set right in your life? Why is the Justice card here for Taurus this week? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Justice card their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Page of Swords, 9 of Swords, the Lovers. Oh, 2 cards came out. I will take them. 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have a King of Wands, Page of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. That leaves the Chariot, the Hierophant, your energy. King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Immediately what I felt and what I heard and what I thought was, in this Page of Swords energy, you saw something, you heard something, or something was communicated to you that left you very much up in your head in this 9 of Swords energy. It's something that you're now thinking about consciously and subconsciously. You feel like it's a bit of an act of betrayal. Again, whatever you saw, heard, witnessed, or someone told you about, because 9 swords plus the 1 sword that the page is holding is 10 swords. You're trying to make a decision here about how to react or respond, or how to obtain justice with the situation, environment, connection here, where you feel something unjust occurred to you. I think you've been sitting on this for a minute in this 7 of Pentacles energy, trying to decide, what do I say? How do I say? How do I take action on this? How do I get restitution, or how do I get justice in this situation? I think you want victory with whomever or whatever this is, but you're looking for truth, clarity, and honesty. And I feel like right now you're trying to discover more tangible proof or something like that before addressing the matter. But something definitely crossed your radar, or is like crossing your radar this week, and it's making you very subconsciously uncomfortable. I also don't have any cups here, so I think it's almost makes you like emotionally void or emotionally numb. It's almost like, oh, what was that? What did I see? Or what did I hear? Or again, someone says something to you and it gets you up in your head. I feel like you're trying not to get your emotions involved because maybe you don't want to act out on it, or you don't want to act out prematurely. So there's something here where you feel it's been unjust. Someone needs to set the record straight in the Justice card, or someone needs to tell the truth, or I need to get more proof before I can address the situation. Page of Swords to the 9 of Swords. What is this all about? And maybe for some of you, this is in the past, but you haven't yet addressed it. And so this week, for some reason, it's coming back up again. And that's why you feel the need to, like, I need to address it. Maybe for some of you, this is something reoccurring. Tell me more about that Page of Swords. What is this, Taurus? Page of Pentacles. So it's something tangible. Some type of tangible proof now. So it's not hearsay. Originally, I was thinking maybe it was hearsay. Like Page of Swords could be a spy card. So a friend, family member, someone saw something, overheard something, and related to you. But even if that's the case, they're giving you tangible proof of it. So it's not just gossip. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands to the King of Wands, and then the King of Pentacles. There you are. Oh. Taurus, I think you're of the belief that there is a third party here meddling in a connection in your life. And I don't know what that third party is. I have you here as the King of Pentacles, and then I have a Queen of Wands, and I have a King of Wands, and I've got the Lovers here. That indicates a choice. So it's possible, Taurus, that you either know or you suspect, or you recently, or maybe even this week, are being told, or you're acquiring some information here that maybe your person is stepping out on you. They could be a fire sign or have high fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sag, maybe in their sun, moon, or rising, something like that. So you suspect this. You've suspected this for a while, or you know about it because it happened in the past. But this week, the issue is confronting it or trying to acquire more information about whether it's true, or if it happened in the past, is it happening again? And you're pausing before communicating this with this individual. Okay. Tell me more about that Page of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. I almost feel like whoever this King of Wands is, maybe they, because I don't read body parts or gender, but I feel like this is a person, it's almost like you want to communicate about this Queen of Wands to the King of Wands, and you expect or want the King of Wands to set it right. Page of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles is attached to this King of Wands, so you want them to make it right. Something that you feel they did unfairly to you, you want them to correct the record or come clean or make good on it. Okay, tell me about that Page of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles here for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, yeah, and Judgment. You want this person to do the right thing, because with that Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups here, energy, you feel neglected by this person or betrayed by this person, emotionally rejected by this person. You could feel like this person made you a promise in this Ace of Cups, but they never made good on it. So I don't know, maybe this is someone who stepped out on you. They promised things would get better, and you're realizing now the same patterns are occurring over and over again. So you're making a judgment call that you want this person to make things right. You also want this person to make the judgment call and do right by you, because you feel like they're repeating a pattern. You feel like they're repeating a pattern, and they need to stop and do right by you. All right, let's get you some advice here, Taurus. So right now, I just see you contemplating whether or not you want to even have this discussion with this person. Let's get you some advice on that Lover's card here, Taurus. See what you should do this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Seven of Cups, King of Cups. Now I have another energy here, and the Hierophant, which is your energy. And then I have a Queen of Pentacles. You have lots of people here. So this could be a workplace, or maybe you feel someone promised, I don't know, a raise, maybe even a promotion, and they're not making good on it. And this week, you know, you feel inclined to say something about it. You know, you promised me blank X amount of time ago. It hasn't happened yet. Like, what's the delay? You said you would do it. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from you. Like, well, you said this. You promised me this, or you promised me you would correct this, or you promised me I would receive this Ace of Pentacles, and I have not yet received it. So your advice here is to check in with your emotions here. If you're going to stand in your power in the Hierophant energy and have this conversation, because at the end of the day, you know, you have the divine gift of free will and whether or not you want to address the issue. But this is telling you to remove all emotion from the discussion. Don't enter this conversation with any confusion or doubt. So make sure that you do have like tangible proof, facts, evidence, etc., etc. Otherwise, this person could very easily blow you off. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're confused. So there's something here about like remove the confusion and get the hard facts before addressing this issue. And also enter the discussion, and during the conversation, again, should you choose to have it, remain as emotionally calm and balanced as you can. That Seven of Cups, to the cup that the King holds, is Eight of Cups, which would be like, in this respect, like removing your emotions from the conversation and just sticking to the facts, sticking to the evidence or the truth or something like that. And don't allow this individual to gaslight you or emotionally manipulate you either. You're looking for the truth here, and you expect the truth from this person. So a little twofold advice there for you. Remove your emotions, stay very balanced if you choose to have this conversation. And if this individual chooses to like muddy the waters or get you confused, it's almost like your responsibility here to reground in that Hierophant energy, reground and recenter the conversation back to the topic that you feel needs addressing. And that's how you're really very much in your power here in that Queen of Pentacles energy. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of August 10th, 2025. Looks like possibly an uncomfortable conversation that you've been delaying, but it looks like this week maybe something is happening or some type of information here is found out or discovered, and that makes you feel more inclined to address the issue with that person. If you choose to do that, if you make that judgment call, just remember to remove your emotions from the conversation and just stay as stable and grounded as you can, even if this person tries to like confuse you or cloud your judgment in some way. That's what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of August 10th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's see what our tarot card is for the week of August 10th, 2025. We have the Eight of Pentacles. What areas of your life requires you to create? I think your tarot card for the week also that I did earlier, I think that was also about your finances. So the Gemini Collective is definitely moving towards a more financially driven message lately. And I think your August reading was something very similar, that you were more grounded, leaning more into earth energy this month. So tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles here for Gemini. Why is this their tarot card for the week? What areas of your life requires you to create? So there's something here you should be working on, or you could be working on, and you're not. Or you're not working on it as much as you could. This is Scorpionic. I'm sorry, this is Virgo energy. So this is something about you needing to create a system or a plan or a schedule and then stick to it, stick firmly to it. All right, tell me more about this here for Gemini. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Nine of Wands, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Ten of Wands. Okay. Bottom of deck, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups. Got to walk away from that. Got to take this Fool card, Three of Cups. So there's something here that you're doing. And remember, these readings are intended to help all of us like improve and become better. So don't be offended by the message. There's something here you're doing on repeat. Nine of Wands to the Six of Cups. And I don't know what this is for you, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to begin some new exercise regimen. It could be a project around your home, a skill you're trying to learn, maybe a current skill you're looking to expand, a hobby that you want to pick up, could be a business if you have your own business. Even if it's just work related, whether you work for yourself or not, the feeling here is you're doing something on repeat in the Nine of Wands energy that you've been doing for a long time. So it's something that's like embedded in you. This is a trait or habit, like I said, that there's something here like you're doing it over and over again, and it's a comfort zone for you. It's like, well, I've always done it this way, right? I've always cut the grass this way. I've always done my work this way. I've always done blank this way. And you keep doing it the same, like you keep repeating the same pattern with the hope of victory and success. And like, this time I'll get it right. And this time, and it's just difficult. It's just Ten of Wands, it's just difficult. So there's something that you're working on, and you're going at it the same way, wanting victory, but there's no victory. Instead of getting the Six of Wands, which would be success, you're getting the Ten of Wands, which is burden. So it's almost like, what's that saying? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome is the very definition of insanity. So there's something like that. I'm doing this on repeat every day, and I'm expecting this marvelous outcome, and I have no outcome. So there's something here about you changing something here, whether you need to change your schedule or create a schedule, create a plan. And like I had said in the beginning, that feeling, I was like, and stick to it, right? Something like that here. Or you're doing something that could be streamlined, or maybe you can use some, I don't know, a modern technology or something like that to streamline it. Like, I don't know, maybe AI will help you, or, you know, I don't know. I could be speaking to a Gemini, you're still using a typewriter, and it's like, hello, use a computer. So there's something here that you can make more efficient, and that would enable you to like either learn this faster or launch this faster or receive the results that you want faster. So you need to walk away from something, because whatever you're doing over and over again, it's like, I want success, but there's no success. There's 10 of Wands and there's 5 of Pentacles. So you're not achieving the desired result. You're feeling like, oh my God, I'm putting in all this effort into blank. And again, could be a diet, or maybe you're trying to quit smoking. It's like, well, there's a different way to do it, right? Like if quitting cold turkey, and this is something you keep trying over and over again, just using this as an example, and it's not working for you, it's like, well, can you use the patch? Or can you use vaping? You know, is there something else that you can do? And like I said, if you're still using a typewriter, maybe time to get a computer or laptop or something like that. But you're doing something over and over again. You need to walk away from how you've done it and find a new way. Your victory is in the new way. 4 Pentacles. Oh, you're so stubborn. I've always done it this way. You're leaning in too much into your neighbor sign here of Taurus. Too much stubborn isn't good, especially when you're trying to master something or be successful at it. If you're noticing no progress or limited progress, or you had progress but then it became halted, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, that should be your red flag for yourself, saying, all right, Gemini, I'm doing something wrong, or I need to revamp the way I've done it. So your new beginning, your success, your happiness here comes in changing. So what areas of your life requires you to create a new plan, create a new way of doing something, create a new schedule, create the dedication to stick by that schedule or to stick by that new method here. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I feel like this will just continue to emotionally, maybe even financially deplete you, because you're striving for a goal here that is unattainable. And it's just unattainable because you need to change up the way you're doing something here. Tell me more about this for Gemini. What else does Gemini need to know about this? Let's clarify that 6 of Cups and 9 of Wands. What are you doing over and over and over again? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 6 of Pentacles, the Magician, and the World card. So there's something that you're trying to manifest. So you're working on this. You're not putting enough pentacle resources into whatever this is. Don't get upset with me. So that's I'm speaking to a Gemini, and you're like, my goal, I'm manifesting, but I'm actively manifesting. I love the Magician card here. First of all, it's mercurial energy. You share that with Virgo. So there is something here of I'm actively manifesting. So quick example. I'm hoping to lose 20 pounds, but I'm not just sitting here and, you know, eating white cheddar popcorn all day, my fave, and still hoping to lose the 10 or 20 pounds or whatever. I'm actively working out, or I'm going for a walk. Sorry, so this is active manifestation for this new chapter. I love it, but you're not really sticking to it. 6 of Pentacles. Some days you put in some effort, some days you don't, some days you put in more effort than others. And so, yeah, you're getting to the end of the week or the end of the month and you're like, holy shit, I only lost 1 pound, or I lost no pounds. Again, this is just an example. So you are actively participating in this manifestation, in this wish, in this goal. It's just not yielding you the results that you want. And so if you have anything like that in your life, and this could be anything, this could be like learning how to play the guitar, learning how to read tarot, launching your business, something you're doing at work, you can be doing it more efficiently, more effectively if you created a routine or a schedule, or maybe even streamlined it using some modern technology. And we're all about technology. I mean, we are Mercury at the end of the day, right? Or ruled by Mercury. And Uranus is now in our sign. So something here needs to change, and this is the time to change it. This is the week to give heavy contemplation to this and make this change. Ace of Cups, find a new way how to do this. I feel like you kind of know what it is. 4 of Cups to the Ace of Cups, where you've been rejecting it. Like, I don't want to do it that way, or I don't want to learn a new way how to do it. But again, I feel like it'll just continue to yield bad results for you, or at least the results that you don't really want. So I feel like success is eluding you here. Or you could be spending a ridiculous amount of time getting mediocre results when you could make it more efficient and spend less time on it and maximize your results. Okay, let's get 3 cards here for advice for you. 3 of Cups to the Fool card is beautiful Aryan energy, but it's you making the active decision, right? Because that's Aries. You making that active decision to say, I'm leaving behind the old way of doing it and I'm moving towards the new. Yeah, the World card, putting an end to that and then doing it differently. So let's see your advice. The Star card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Find the new. Find the new way on how to invest this pentacle that the Queen is holding. And that pentacle is any resource of yours that you're using for this manifestation. So again, time, love, money. You know, again, I'm going to just go back to weight loss because it's just an easy example. You know, do you need a calorie counter or something like that, you know, to monitor your caloric intake? Or would it benefit you to get one of those watches? It escapes me now. Sorry, we're still technically Mercury retrograde. I'm doing this in the energy of that Lionsgate 8-8 portal. But, you know, do you need something like that to monitor your sleep or monitor your caloric intake or monitor the, you know, the steps that you take or something like that? So find a smarter, more efficient way to bring you the long-term success that you want, because this wish, this goal, this dream you have in the Star card is absolutely attainable and maintainable, because Pentacle energy is for the duration. You just need to, Page of Cups, be inquisitive enough and love whatever this goal is enough to find a new way on how to do it and plant those seeds. And I think you're able to flip that 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles very, very easily if you do that. And this is a perfect week to do that. That's what I have for you, Gemini. That is your tarot card for the week, my darling. The 8 of Pentacles. What areas of your life requires you to create a different plan or find a way to make whatever it is here that you're trying to achieve more attainable by like changing the plan, the goal, or working in a more efficient manner. If you like those messages, they resonated with you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Gem, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have the Fool. Where's a new beginning happening in your life? Okay. Tell me more about this for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about the Fool card? Why is this their tarot card for the week? One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, 3 of Pentacles, the Hangman, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Why are you resisting? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, the Chariot. You're resisting something. You have the opportunity here to work on something, to collaborate on something, to come together with one individual, possibly a small group of people. It would make you very happy. You can find victory in this. There's happiness here. There's longevity to whatever this plan is, or this proposal, or this connection. And yet, the Hangman energy tells me you're a little reluctant to begin again or to start on whatever this is. So the 3 of Pentacles, tell me about this 3 of Pentacles. This is a collaboration. This is a relationship. This is a connection. This is the opportunity. It's here for the taking. It's being given to you or offered to you, and you're reluctant to move forward on it. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. So if this is a relationship reading for you, and it's just an example, but you have a new person here in your energy that desires to connect with you. This person is not looking to walk you down the aisle tomorrow. They're looking to explore. They're looking to get to know you. They're looking to have fun. This is someone who wants to have a bit of an adventure with you. Maybe go to concerts or try different places to eat or take little mini vacations with you, or like one-day getaways or something like that. This is very, like, if this is a new relationship for you, this is like very preliminary stage, right? This is like the baby stage. We just exchanged phone numbers. We're just getting to talk. This person just wants to get to know you better and have fun with you and kind of see where the connection goes. They are looking for long-term commitment. I don't feel like this is someone who's like a hit it and quit it, or that they have ulterior motives, at least not now, right? In the beginning of this relationship, it looks like this is someone who's looking for a long-term stable partner that they can grow with, or they can combine resources with, and have that, you know, kind of be a fruitful and multiply, if you will. But you seem reluctant to do that, and your reluctancy comes from heartbreak of the past. You're either not fully emotionally healed from a connection that ended, or you're in the middle of it ending and you're just like, whoa, 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 this is too much. I'm dealing with this ending and now I have a new person coming in. If this is not love related for you, where like it's a new person, you have a financial opportunity here and you're reluctant to take it. This is someone who wants to collaborate with you on this business venture. So either they want to go into business with you or they're offering you a job, but you feel reluctant to take it. And the reason why you're feeling reluctant to take it is your self-worth is not where it should be. Like, obviously this person, this Queen of Pentacles, whoever they are, they see your value. They see what you bring to the table. They think either you working for them or them working for you, or, you know what I mean? The two of you working together would be very balanced, would be financially beneficial to you and to them. They're making you this offer or this proposal. If you haven't received it yet, it's coming in very soon, probably in the next week. Definitely in the month of August here, the 8 of Cups card, that's the month of August here in terms of timing. So whether you have received the offer or you're about to, it appears here you're reluctant to do that because the last time you worked for someone like that, or you went in on that kind of business idea with someone, it failed, or, you know, or it wasn't as successful, or maybe you felt like you had to carry the burden of the department or the job, or, you know what I mean, or of the business partnership. So regardless of whether or not this is career, finance, or love and romance, I have the Cancerian collective here sort of standing in this doorway, if you will, having the opportunity to take, you know, a few steps into the new world, the new adventure, the new beginning, and being very reluctant to do so because on their back is still strapped a backpack filled with the emotional or psychological burdens or trauma of the past. If you walk through this new doorway and you take this new opportunity to get to know this person or to discuss this business venture more, the only way that you have a chance of this being successful is if you take that backpack off and leave it in the past. You can't take it with you. So I keep going back to this message of there's a wound within the Cancerian collective that needs to be healed, either a self-worth wound or some type of trauma you experienced in the past. Because if you carry that backpack and you walk through that threshold, that doorway, and you begin this new adventure, that burden, you're already entering this connection, right? Whether it's career, finance, love, and romance, you're already entering it as the 9 of Wands. So when the going gets tough, and it will get tough because not everything is, you know, rainbows, unicorns, and fairy dust, you get one more wand because there's a blip in this relationship, or there's a little crack that shows in this business partnership. You get to the 10 of Wands and you're like, I'm done, I can't do this, I know I shouldn't have done this. And I'm not blaming you ahead of time for this maybe not working out in the future, but the message here is you need to release these 9 wands before you start this. Because as great as this sounds, and the potential here for it to be successful or the relationship to really go the distance is there. Potential is always there. But if it's tainted by our emotional or psychological trauma or trust issues that we have because of something happened in the past and we didn't heal it, the minute there's a little blip here, we're throwing our hands up and walking away. And that's a shame because, again, you have the potential here of this being emotionally and financially beneficial to you. And the Chariot card tells me that success that's linked to this partnership can come in very quickly. I want to get you some advice here. Can I get advice here for you? I would hate to see you miss this or potentially mess it up because of something or someone that, you know, occurred in the past. Because this looks great. This has fantastic potential here. It's balanced, it's fun, it's financially rewarding, it's emotionally stimulating, it's success. And I would hate to see you miss that. Again, I don't know if this opportunity is intended to last in your life for the rest of your life, but for the time period it'll be in, it looks like it'll be fruitful and fun and happy. But that baggage from the past, see the 8 of Wands, we need to start decreasing, going from the 9 to the 8, lower and lower and lower. It's time to actively start working on this. Tell me more about that 9 of Wands. How do we reduce that further? 8 of Wands would be talking to someone about it, counsel, therapy, a trusted friend, an advisor. Tell me more about that 9 of Wands. How do we reduce that 9 of Wands here for Cancer? Definitely active communication and taking the inspired action. to address it. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. You need to restore happiness again. Self-love, self-value, self-respect. And the only way for you to do that, to turn that wheel, remember we're going from 9 wands, 8 wands, and we get to the 1 wand, which is the Ace of Wands, right, and the Page of Wands, which is the new beginning. So the only real chance that this has to take off and go in this very positive direction is for you to take the inspired action to discover or find out ways how you can best relieve yourself of those 9 wands. 9 minus 8 is the 1. We need to leave you with just the 1. So again, counseling, therapy, journaling, talking to a trusted friend, online forums could help. Whatever is plaguing you here, please identify it and please address it. Don't try to mask it over with the new beginning, because that's like wallpapering over the cockroaches. You're not really addressing the issue of the cockroaches, and eventually they're going to start showing. That wallpaper is going to start moving, and it's not due to psychedelic use. So and I don't want to make light of this, but it's a very heavy energy because you have something really beautiful here. And Wheel of Fortune is Jupiterian energy, and Jupiter's now in your sign. So that's what I mean. Like, this could be very beneficial and very lucky, prosperous time for you in the next year with whatever this is, this connection or this opportunity. And I would hate to see it be tainted or messed up because of what someone did to you in the past. So please take the time this week to discover ways to address that, so you can walk through this threshold withholding nothing more than the Ace of Wands, because you deserve this fiery, new, exciting, and financially lucrative time. That's what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of August 10th, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. And of course, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Tarot card for the week, my dear. 9 of Pentacles. What situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization? I think you need to reclaim your power from someone here. And it could even be just from the mindset or the trauma of something from the past. If it's not a situation, environment, or a connection, right? Because it's a collective reading, it'll be different for all of you. Just saw the King of Swords. Something about you standing in your authority, in your truth, in your integrity. Tell me more about the 9 of Pentacles. Why is this Leo's tarot card for the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. And don't be bullied, I just heard. Don't be bullied into doing something or going along with something this week that you intuitively feel like is not beneficial to you or won't be beneficial to you in the long run. Like, don't just go along to get along. If you have to be independent here and say, no, not participating or not going, do that. I don't know why. There's something here about you being true and authentic to yourself this week. The Moon card, the 4 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Strength. Yeah, hold yourself back, Leo. King of Swords, again, your authenticity, and the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Death card, 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. There's something here you don't see coming. You have a couple of energies here at play. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Everyone's here except for fire. But you are represented here in the Strength card. So there's something here about you knowing your truth and knowing your authenticity. It's almost like declaring your independence and not going along with what this person or these people want you to do. Moon card. Tell me about the Moon card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, you don't see this coming. The Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Wands. So something is headed your way, either in terms of your career, your job in the Hierophant energy, because in a current finance read, that very well could be the job. This could be with a spouse for those of you who are married. This could also be in respect to like a family dynamic. If you are a regular participant in a religious organization or community group, it could apply to that as well. There's something here about someone is proposing something to you this week, if they haven't already. And I feel like if you say yes to it, your involvement or your investment in it is for a long time. So it's like you really need to think this through before you say yes. Because if you commit to this, it will occupy a lot of your resources, time, or love or money or something like that. So someone's presenting something to you here. Tell me what they're presenting to you. And I feel like if you have to say no, it might hurt these people's feelings, because these people end up, it looks like they turn away from you. They're offended or something like that, that you don't want to go, or you don't want to participate, or you don't want to join, or you're saying no to this project or something like that. But it's your gut instinct is telling you to claim your independence here and not go with the flow. All right, what is this? Tell me more about this here for Leo. Nine of Pentacles came out again. This is really Source doubling down on this message. Like, do not be bullied here. Four of Swords and the Star card. Bottom of deck, Hangman. Do not be bullied here. Look at all of these energies of pausing, right? Even the Hierophant is Taurian energy. That's slow, fixed energy. Pause before moving forward with that Jupiterian energy of the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, remain independent. Four of Swords, pause. The Star is even a pause, because that's Aquarian energy. And Aquarian energy is about detaching yourself emotionally from this and being authentic. And then we've got the King of Swords, which is also, astrologically speaking, Aquarian energy. And then you have the Hangman, which talks more of a pause. So someone is offering you here an opportunity to collaborate or participate in something. And there's very much a need here for you to detach yourself emotionally from the person or the people asking, because they might pull on your heartstrings. And there's something about you thinking very logically about this. This is a big pause. Don't be quick to say yes. Don't be quick to say no. You'll need to like pull back your energy a bit. Go within. Surprised we didn't see the Hermit card, but it's okay. The energy of it is here. Pull back, detach yourself emotionally, and think very logically about, do I really want to commit to this at this time? And I don't know what this is for you. I mean, well, we're in August. I live in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's summer. Maybe for some of you, it's winter. So you could have someone here planning a trip for the next season, right? So if you're in summer, this could be family wanting to plan a trip for the winter. Or if you're in winter, it could be family wanting to plan a trip for the summer. There's something like that. It's like an opposite here. So if this is like a seasonal trip or a family get-together or a wedding or some kind of family event that you're invited to, something in your gut is telling you not to go, or to not spend the money, or not to waste time on it. Because it's so far in advance, there's no rush to make the decision today. So take all the time you need to really think it through. And again, detach yourself from it, even if this person or these people are pulling on your heartstrings. The same thing could be said if this is any type of like religious or like community group or something like that that you're active in or you volunteer in. They could be asking a lot of you this week. And again, Source isn't telling you to do it or not to do it, but it's telling you not to be bullied into saying, yes, I'll do it. It's like, no. Again, withdraw, detract, and think about in very black and white thinking, right? King of Swords is no emotion. Will this benefit me in the long run? Should I really invest my pentacle resources into this? Just because you have the time or you have the money doesn't mean you have to give the time or give the money. This could also be something like at work, there's some new project or maybe overtime that is available, and you could be bullied from a higher up or feel some pressure on you to take the overtime, work the extra hours, tackle this new project. And there could be something within you being like, no, it's going to consume too much of my time or drain me of my energy, or the payout that I get from it isn't sufficient for what I will have to invest in it. And it's saying there is a way here for you to stand up, which might be difficult for you because the lower vibrational Leo is very much a people pleaser. And so this could be a little bit of a test here from the divine to see how far you've come in your ability to say, that sounds fascinating, but thank you for the opportunity, but I need to think about it. And then be able to go back, if you choose to do that, and say, I've thought about it, and as much as I appreciate the invitation or the opportunity, at this time I need to decline. Like, this could be a test for some of you, especially if in the past you've been a low vibe Leo, and you kind of say yes to everyone, you want everyone to get along. This could be very well be a test there. That Hierophant there is just peeking out to me here. So for some of you, this could be a spiritual test to see, have you gained your independence? Do you really value your autonomy? And do you have the capability to say no when, after you've given considerable thought to this, your realization here is, this would not benefit me. And are you able to say no to those individuals, even if they're pulling on your heartstrings a bit, or bullying you or guilting you into moving forward with this? Because I feel like this would really only benefit that person or those people. And that's why I kind of feel like it's a little bit of a test here for you this week. Can you actually stand up and say no and be assertive in that no, right? King of Swords, King of Pentacles is a very assertive, it's not a wishy-washy energy. It's also not an a-hole energy. It's not aggressive. It was softened there by your Leo energy of the Strength card. So there is a way here to not be so, you know, brash and bold and rude, but to still have that reserved sense of, nope, I need to be authentic to myself, and I'm going to say no in the most polite way possible. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week of August 10th, 2025. A little test for you from the divine. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have Judgment. What is trying to get your attention? Your intuition. Your intuition is trying to get your intuition. Your intuition is trying to get your attention this week. That reminded me of that Kenny Rogers song, What Condition My Condition Is In. Oh God, that's from the 70s. I'm old. Tell me why the Judgment card is the tarot card of the week. Yeah, what condition my condition is in. So you're not trusting yourself here. Nine of Pentacles. You're not trusting yourself. Interesting, because that was the tarot card for the week for Leo. If you're a Leo, Virgo cusper, meaning you're born within a few days of Leo season ending and Virgo season beginning, you may want to take a look at that. You're not listening to your intuition to stand in your power. Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Justice card. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords, the Hangman. There you look at Hangman to the Judgment. You're holding yourself back from speaking your truth, being independent, claiming your autonomy, voicing a concern, approaching someone. Okay, what is this Knight of Cups here? Why are you holding? You're holding back. Or reserving judgment. Oh, you're reserving judgment. All right, tell me about the Knight of Cups here. This is an offer opportunity here. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is you sitting pretty, whether you're single or partnered. Looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Every Virgo is like, damn, I know it. Looking good, smelling good, feeling good. Here comes this offer opportunity. The Hierophant could be a job opportunity. Magician, one that you manifested. Page of Wands, one that you manifested and looked for. So it could be a job opportunity, could be long-term commitment, could be an opportunity here in the construct of like a community group or religious organization that you're part of. Could even be within the construct of a family or friend group. I don't feel like it's singular unless it's love. Like if it's love, this would be like one suitor, right? That you're either involved with or is asking you out on a date. Whatever this is for you, opportunity to go out on a date or to participate in something, or maybe even like a job offer here. You've manifested it, you've wanted it, you've waited for it, it's here, and you don't know if you want to move towards it or open yourself up to it or accept it. You're reserving judgment on the person. You're reserving judgment on the opportunity. Nine of Cups, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. Look at you. Internally conflicted and resisting making a decision on this. So yeah, information, opportunity here for you. Could be career, finance, like I said, love and romance, or within the construct of a family group, religious organization, community group, or family group. It would make you happy. It's something that you wanted. I feel like it's here, or it's about to be here, and you're reserving judgment. Why are you reserving judgment? You're not listening to your intuition on this. You're trying to make a head over intuition decision. It needs to be the other way around. You need to see it from a different perspective. Aha, Queen of Swords, Hangman, Judgment. You need to make an intuition over head, over heart decision. Stop listening to your Mercury. Stop listening to your Mercury. Okay, why are you doing this? Why are you doing, you're not trusting your intuition here. Yeah, Death card. You're not listening to your intuition. Five of Wands. You're blocking your intuition. Death card, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups. Why are you blocking your intuition? You're blocking an opportunity here to be happy at this job, in this endeavor, in this creative project, with this person, or in finding a person if you're single. Why are you afraid to be happy? I've tapped into a group of you where you're afraid to be happy. Like, let's say I'm speaking to a single Virgo. You get asked out on a date, right? You've been manifesting, hoping, praying. You're putting yourself out there. You finally connect with someone. You go out on one date. It has the potential to make you happy. It's a very balanced connection. And you're immediately like, nope, I don't like the person. And your intuition is like, no, they could be the one. You could be very happy with this person, whether it lasts a week, a year, or the rest of your life. And you're like, nope. So I kind of feel like you're picking apart the person or picking apart the opportunity because you're afraid of being happy. So you're failing to make a judgment call here. But the failure of that judgment call is like you're not listening to your intuition. Why are you blocking your Nine of Cups here? You're blocking being happy. Or I'm speaking to a single Virgo and you would really like to be partnered, but you don't like anyone that crosses your path. But the fact is, you're not really giving any of them a real chance. Or you want to find a love partner, but you're not making yourself vulnerable and putting yourself out there to meet the person. Or you're already in a connection and you're resisting, I don't know, taking the relationship forward. It's like you're existing here in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So I want my manifestation, it's coming in, but then when it comes in, it's like it's not good enough for me. But it's not that it's not good enough for you. You're picking it apart, and you're picking it apart because you don't want to be happy in it. Even though your intuition is telling you, no, you would probably be really happy with this. So why are you resisting happiness here? What is this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Why are you resisting happiness? Five of Pentacles. Temperance. Oh, you still have lack mentality. You're still holding on to pain, hurt, resentment, being ghosted, something not working out in the past. Something you invested in the past didn't work out for you. Whether it was a job or financial prospect or a community group that you were involved in or some religious group you participated in or something you did with the family group or the friend group or a lover you had in the past. You invested in something in the past for a good amount of time. In that temperance energy, you were very patient and it never yielded the results that you were hoping. You only got to the Five of Pentacles, which would be either financial lack or emotional lack. It certainly is not the Ten of Pentacles. So it's almost like, well, I would rather just, like if this is in respect to love, as much as you want love, you're not really entertaining anyone, or you're not, if you're going out on one date or two dates, you're writing them off after that. If you're currently in a connection, you're very reluctant to take it to the next level. If this is a job opportunity or even the opportunity to launch your own business, it doesn't really matter what offer it is here. You're afraid to launch the business, or you're afraid to get involved with someone to start your own business. And if this is a job opportunity, you feel like it's not good enough for you. You're not even giving them the chance. It's like you send out your applications and resumes and the job offer comes in and I don't know, they contact you to like schedule an interview and you never even contact them back. You're like, oh, on second, that's not good enough for me. So fear of rejection, low self-worth, feeling like no one will ever measure up, feeling like this offer opportunity is not good enough, but at the subconscious level, it all comes from, I don't think I'm good enough. I'm afraid of getting hurt again. I'm afraid of launching the business and it crashes and burns like the last one. I'm afraid of falling in love again and the person walking out on me. So similar to Cancer, you got a little bit of a wound here in the Virgo collective. And I think I said that to you a week or two ago. I was like, clean up in aisle 5. Something here we're not addressing. Your intuition is telling you this is a job, this is the opportunity that you've been waiting for. Or it is time to get out there and meet this person. Your intuition is telling you it's go time on this. Whatever this manifestation is or opportunity here. Your gut is screaming at you with 2 judgment cards. It's go time. Time to find a person. Time to have the conversation. Time to accept a job. Time to launch the business. Time. And you're like, yeah, I know, but let's get you some advice. Can I get advice for that Five of Pentacles? I hate seeing you in that. I think you've come such a long way. Let's get you some advice here. High Priestess, look, your intuition. Like, your advice here is you really need to tap into your intuition. Meditate, go for walks, spend time alone. I think you're letting the, it's like your mind's like doing like mental gymnastics. So I think you're allowing past trauma, past hurts, past failures, and even maybe some emotional wounds here that you haven't quite fully healed from. And look, healing is a journey, right? No one says you got to be over it in a split second. But your advice here is listen to your intuition. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Move forward with great optimism. With great optimism. The High Priestess, the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Move forward with great inspired action towards this dream or this goal. You have the ability to manifest it. You have the ability to create it. You have the ability to attain it. You even have the ability to maintain it once it's yours. If you can get out of your head and get out of your heart and follow your intuition, you have great success here. And like I said, whether it lasts a week, a year, or the rest of your life, who cares? Enjoy the success while it's there. And if this is love, we have no guarantee that we're going to live to be 100 years old and the person we love is going to be, by our side every step of the way. I'm 51. He's 57. I'd love 40 years with him. I'd love 50 years with him. It's probably not going to happen, statistically speaking. It could, but I have no guarantee of that. I also don't know if, we end up breaking up 6 months from now. Like, I don't know. I'm an energy reader. I'm not a fortune teller. So I don't even know for myself. But I'm going to enjoy it and enjoy the relationship and him every chance that I get. And if this is love for you, no, you have no guarantee that you're going to live happily ever after with this person. But you are guaranteeing that you're not going to live happily with them right now in the present moment if you're shunning them or not connecting with them or not going out there and finding them. Yeah, I can guarantee you that there's no happy in the present moment, if that's your story. So don't be so future thinking. And that's low energy Virgo. No offense, right? Your high vibe Virgo is like, I got a system, I got a plan, I got a schedule, and this is how everything's going to work out. And bravo to you. I love that because I'm your cousin sign of Gemini and we suck at that. We get stuck in the details and now we get frazzle brain and we decide to do nothing. And we're like the biggest procrastinators of the zodiac. So you're so much more logical in your mercurial energy, but low vibe Virgo gets a little bit like low vibe Gemini. Get too stuck on the details, mashed potato mind, and you almost talk yourself out of a good thing. And that's what you're doing here. You're talking yourself out of a good thing or the next good thing. Stop talking yourself out of it. Move forward with great optimism and great excitement, whatever this is for you. The business, the dream, the relationship. Stop allowing happiness to elude you. You deserve it. It's here for the taking. Go to fuck after it already. It doesn't matter how long it lasts. Enjoy it while it's here, for however long it lasts. That's what I have for you, Virgo, for the week of August 10th, 2025. Little long, little deep there. My apologies. For your tarot card of the week is the Judgment card. What is trying to get your attention? Intuition. That's what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonate with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have the King of Pentacles. What situation in your life is bringing you financial wealth and stability? Oh, I love seeing this for my Libras. Y'all have been going through it. Tell me why the King of Pentacles is the tarot card of the week for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Just saw the Six of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Three of Wands. You have the Page of Cups, Offer, Opportunity, Tower, you don't see it coming, and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. Libra, you have an opportunity here or an offer that you don't see coming. You've been waiting for it. You've been wanting this. You've been wanting this opportunity. It would make you very happy. I think it's yours for the taking. Page of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. So when I see that Nine of Cups, Page of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles, it's like you have to want that Ace of Pentacles bad enough to go out and discover and find it. Don't just wait for it to come in. Literally go out there and put the time or the love or the money or the dedication, you know, whatever that Ace of Pentacles represents to you. Be dedicated to discovering ways on how you can attain it, claim it, and make it yours, and it comes in. Some of you have already done this, and therefore it's coming in. For others of you, you're waiting for it to come in, but this is how you don't just wait. You got to go out there and get it. So most basic example would be a Libra who's looking for a job, and it's like, well, I'm not going to put out any applications or resumes. I'm just going to wait for it because I'm asking God for it, so the right job will find me. But how would they find you if you're not applying for it? Just a basic example. So using that job, again, just as the example, if you've been putting in the effort to find it, you get the job offer this week. Something like that plays out. If you haven't been doing any, you know, putting in any of the effort and you're just waiting, I feel like it's telling you it's not going to come in. So the reward here, whatever, you know, it's like your effort will yield the reward you want or the success you want, but it all begins with your effort. So tell me about this Page of Cups, this offer, this opportunity, because I feel like it does come in almost immediately as you start working on it. You start seeing the results of your effort, and it could be anything. It could be weight loss or finding a job or, you know, looking for a new place to live. But it's like the moment you start putting in that energy, that effort to attain it or get it or something like that, man, you start seeing the results right away. So tell me about this, because you don't see this. One more shuffle. Thank you. I don't think you realize how quickly it comes in, like all within Leo season. You start it in Leo season, you get it in Leo season. In Leo season, we only have that for like another week or so. So it comes in quick. Look at this. 6 of Wands, victory, King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. It comes in quickly, and it is sustainable. So it's not like, it's not the equivalent of like buying off a scratch-off ticket and winning $10 and it's kind of instant and it's done. It's not like that. It's like you find a job that then you have for years. You know, that's what we're looking at. Or you're looking for the living situation and you end up living there for years to come because you absolutely love it. Whatever this is for you, your effort, you'll start seeing the results instantly. The opportunity will come instantly, and it's long lasting and it's sustainable. So identify what that Ace of Pentacles is for you. And this week, discover ways, because that Ace of Pentacles will make you really happy. That's like, you know, that's a pig in shit kind of happy feeling. That's, you know, 9 of Cups. This is like, it makes you giddy and you're excited and you're like, oh my God, I feel like on top of the world and I feel at peace, and it's all emotional contentment within you. And I think there's great satisfaction that you were able to attain it and get it. So identify what that ace is for you, that Ace of Pentacles, because that's long-term stability, long-term wealth, long-term comfort, long-term happiness. Figure out what that is for you, and this week discover ways on how you can go after it, because I'm telling you, it comes in Leo season, like within the next 10 days, like literally in the blink of an eye. Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah, don't just wait for it. Go out and get it. The ship comes in. Oh my God, 10 of Pentacles. Now, all aces in tarot are the potential. Ace of Pentacles is the potential to get to the 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you don't realize how quick it comes in. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Hangman. It's almost like, look at the 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and 4 of Wands. And 9 of Swords. Out of chaos and conflict comes structure, stability, happiness, long-term success here. Long-term. If you're a single Libra, this is a week to put yourself out there. Really put in the effort to find your person. You find your person. You're looking for the job, this is the week to do it. You find it. It's out of loss, out of chaos, out of grief. If whatever you're focusing on there, it comes in a heartbeat. What situation in your life is bringing you financial wealth and stability? You're the situation. Your effort is the situation. And you can bring this in for yourself very quickly. Whether this is a deal, this is a negotiation, this is a plan, this is a strategy, you get it. Once you put it into motion, or you get information on how to go after it, and you literally go after it, it comes in very quickly. In Leo season. Tell me about that. Tell me about that Leo season there. Tell me more about Leo season. You get the desired result. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Wands. Look at all the knights coming in. Long-term stability coming in quickly. Six of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Look, if you're looking for love, it's here. If you're looking for a job, it's here. If you need to negotiate with someone in respect to a settlement or a job opportunity or a payout or distribution of assets, what you want is literally yours for the taking. It all depends upon your effort. Figure out what that Ace of Pentacles is this week for you. Create a plan. Lean into your neighbor sign there of Virgo. High vibe Virgo is all about creating a strategy, creating a plan. It's all about systems, being very meticulous, getting all the details, make your list, and then start crossing things off one after another after another. You're going to see this come in so quickly. It's the love you wanted, it's the job you wanted, it's the negotiation you wanted, it's the compromise you wanted, it's the payout you wanted. Again, I don't know what it is for you, but you creating a system or a plan and then going after it, it brings it in. I love this for you. Your tarot card for the week, my dear, is the King of Pentacles. What situation in your life is bringing you financial wealth and stability? And that could be emotional wealth, emotional stability. You know, it's a collective reading. Take it how it resonates to you. But you're the King of Pentacles this week. You make this happen. The King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, these are energies in tarot of people who, they have their eye on the prize. They have a goal, and they're very meticulous, very dedicated to going after it, to finding it. The King of Pentacles energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like that's the energy you need to embody this week. You have the fixed sign of Taurus. Figure out what that goal or that plan is, that Ace of Pentacles. Virgo, that mutable energy there. Now create the plan, the structured plan or system on how to go after it. And then that Capricorn energy of being a cardinal sign. Very high vibe Capricorn. We see that in tarot as the devil card. And a high vibe devil card is creating that system and plan, being fixed on a goal, and going after with like laser focused precision. This is what brings us in literally within like the next 10 days for you. So that is what I have for you, Libra. That is your tarot card of the week. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, maybe just found them to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I wait for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 10th, 2025. Tarot card of the week, the Six of Pentacles. What situation in your life needs balance? Okay. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles here for Scorpio, Sun and Rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Justice, which is all about balance. Seven of Wands, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Oh my word. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Moon card. Nine of Pentacles. You've been resisting this new beginning. Seven of Wands to the Fool card. Even though this new beginning would make you very happy, you're reluctant to move forward on it. Why are you reluctant? Why are you reluctant? It would bring in balance. It would bring in happiness. Why are you reluctant? Why is the Seven of Wands here? Thank you. Lots of cards, but we'll take them. They all came out face up. Oh, why are you sabotaging this? The Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups. You're sabotaging your forward movement when it comes to the Ace of Pentacles. And it's your choice, right? In that Lover's card, you have the divine gift of free will. So you have an opportunity here, whether that's financial, whether that's in matters of the heart, whatever this is for you. You have an opportunity here to get yourself out of emotional chaos and conflict, out of financial chaos and conflict, and you're sabotaging yourself here, whether you're masculine or feminine. Seven of Swords to the King of Cups. You're sabotaging this new beginning. It would make you very happy. You're sabotaging it. Why are you sabotaging it? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Bottom of deck, Judgment. You're not listening to your intuition. There's something here that you need to be doing to go after happiness, to attain happiness, like true happiness, like within yourself, not finding it in an external source. You're reluctant to move towards it, and you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, so if the message doesn't resonate, check another placement. But you have an opportunity here to be happy. You have an opportunity here to make money. You're not pouring all of yourself into it, or you're not investing much into this new beginning, into this new opportunity. You're conflicted. And this being conflicted for so long is sabotaging this opportunity for you. There's some fears here. Fears, doubts, insecurities. Tell me more about that moon card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Because, you know, Three of Wands, Page of Wands is 4 wands. So this would help make you feel more structured or more stable. Again, all internal to you. And yet, fears, doubts, and insecurities are stopping you from taking that next step. Why? The Sun, the Death card, and the Queen of Wands. Your Ace of Wands. You have 3 of the 4 aces here on the table, for God's sake. You have everything you need to make this goal or this dream a reality. 3 of the 4 aces are here. You know that this is what you want. You know that it has the potential to make you happy, to have long-term success. It sets your soul on fire. If you started this today, you would start seeing the rewards of this within the next 8 days. It literally, like, if this is the diet plan, just an example, and you literally today started eating better or just doing 10 minutes a day of working out, within 8 days you'd see a result. You'd be like, holy crap, I lost 2 pounds, or I'm starting to feel better. You know, you're looking to quit smoking. Again, just an example. Doing something today, going out and buying the patch or a nicotine gum, or again, whatever cessation method you would use to cease, you know, smoking, you would see the reward of that instantaneously within the next 8 days. Feeling better, looking better, all of that stuff. And you're reluctant. This could be the business plan that you've had in your head for a long time that you've wanted to, like, launch or expand if you're a business owner, and you're very reluctant. And the reason why you're reluctant to do this is fears, doubts, and insecurities. You don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe that this happiness is attainable, or that if you do attain it, it won't last for very long. So it's like, why bother putting in the effort? Because every time in the past I put in the effort into blank, you know, I landed on my face, or it didn't work out for me. So you're allowing fears, doubts, and insecurities to stop you from forward movement. I could even be speaking to a Scorpio where you kind of want to come out of your shell a bit and maybe get out there and start experiencing life a bit. I don't know, go to movies, take yourself out to eat. And you know in your heart of hearts, oh, that would make me so happy if I did that. I'd love to go to a concert. I'd love to go to movies. I'd love to, I don't know, go for a massage. But you're reluctant to do that, even though you have everything it takes to do it. You have the strength, you have the courage, you have the perseverance, you have the internal resources to do that, to experience that, or to be a success at that. And you're holding yourself back out of fears, doubts, and insecurities. And that either is a self-worth issue for you need to work on, or you don't really believe that you can attain it. I'm being told to get one more on that, so let's get 3 more cards on those fears, doubts, and insecurities. You have everything it takes to do this, attain it. The only thing stopping you is you. This would make your life very balanced, either financially balanced, emotionally balanced. It would make you so happy. You're not giving to something that would make you so happy. And it's an active choice you're making. Give me 3 more on this, please. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. The Hangman, King of Swords, Knight of Cups. You're waiting. You're waiting for someone. You're waiting for someone. 7 of Cups, the Empress, Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Cups. You're waiting. I don't want to launch the business until I have the business partner. I don't want to go to the movies alone. I'm waiting to find someone or connect with someone to go with me. You're waiting. I don't want to look at, I don't know, a new place to live until I have a partner, and then that's something that we decide together. So whatever this is for you, you're not giving to it. You're not giving to it right now, this dream, this wish, this goal that you have, because you're waiting to have someone else to do it with, a business partner, a love partner, a friend. So I'm not going to go to the concert alone. If I don't have anyone to go with me, I'm just not going to go. That's the feeling here. I have this business idea, but if I don't have a love partner or a business partner to do it, I'm going to resist doing it on my own. I want to relocate, but I'm not going to do it until I have someone by my side, and that's a decision we make together. What situation in your life needs balance? You need to balance yourself out, as opposed to waiting, because again, you're waiting for external person, friend, family member, lover, business associate, whomever this is. You're waiting for someone else to be by your side to do this. The balance here needs to be created by you. Justice card only has one person, you. The Death card, you. You're the one who needs to do this. You need to find this success or happiness within yourself and outside of yourself by yourself, as opposed to waiting to have someone by your side to do it. So you can go out to eat alone. And you can. You're like, I'm not going to do that. Well, why? Why not go to a concert? Why not go to the art gallery opening? Why not go get your hair done? Why not go for a walk? Go for a drive? Like, whatever this is for you, go window shopping. Why not? Why do you need someone by your side to do this? Your life is not imbalanced because you're waiting to have that friend or associate or romantic partner, etc., by your side. This reading is telling you don't need that person. I'm not saying that person will never come in, like you're never going to make a friend again in your whole life or something like that, but this lesson here is trying to teach you that you can be successful with this all by yourself. All by yourself. Tell me more about this King of Swords. You keep waiting for this person. I feel like whether this is past person, current person, I don't know who this is for you. Future person. This does not come in. This is suspended. That friend, that family, the lover, the business partner is suspended until you start doing it on your own. You doing it on your own brings the person in. You launching the business brings in the business partner. You going out and having experiences, that's how you meet a friend or a group of friends, or friends who become family, or a love partner, something like that. Tell me more about that. Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Hangman. You've got your life on hold because you don't want to experience life on your own. Give me more on that Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Hangman. Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be waiting a long time. That individual or group of people are not coming in until you learn this. This is your lesson. Eight of Swords. And you're going to be all up in your head, well, when they come in, why aren't they coming in? My life is on hold because they're not coming in. No, your life is on hold because you're choosing to put it on hold. Six of Wands. That's your victory. Your Two of Cups. That friend, family member, lover, past, present, future, they come in when you figure out how to do this on your own. I can only tell you what's here. That's when that soulmate or group of soulmates come in. If you're going to sit on your hands and not do anything until you get that Seven of Pentacles, we wait in the next 7 years in terms of timing. Again, not telling you that they'll never come in, but the lesson here isn't to wait for them. The lesson is to start on this all by yourself and have the courage and perseverance and dedication to do it. And not do it because, oh, if I do it, I'll meet that person or, the past will come back. No, you have to do it for yourself. Ten of Cups for your own emotional fulfillment. This is your brand new beginning. This is your opportunity to get out of your fixed comfort zone as a fixed sign and to be a little explorative on your own in terms of enjoying life by yourself. Then that person comes along. Past, new, present, doesn't matter who they are. But they don't come in until you learn to do this by yourself. That's your lesson here. So, tarot card of the week is the Six of Pentacles. What situation in your life needs balance? Your life. Your life is the situation. But you have to bring it to yourself. You have to bring justice to yourself first before you can expect it from any other external source. Establish yourself first, and then when that comes in, then you have an individual or individuals to share all of this with, as opposed to waiting for someone to experience or build it with. Build it on your own. With that saying, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. This is a great week to start investing time, money, love into you. Build you, and they will come. That's what I have for you, my love, for the week of August 10th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, maybe just found them to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what your tarot card is for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have the Ten of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing forth completion and total happiness? Okay. So, you are at the end of something, right? Because tens are the end, which means the new is here. The Ace of Cups is here now. So you have a new beginning here. What situation in your life is bringing forth the completion, and total happiness? It's like, what is that song? Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. There you go. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Sagittarius. Why is the Ten of Cups their tarot card of the week? Thank you. We have the Eight of Swords, followed by the King of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. You're moving away, Ten of Swords. This King of Swords keeps popping up in your reading, and they don't have to be an air sign. I mean, technically that's Aquarian energy, but in a collective reading, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and they don't have to be masculine. You're moving away from this. This is ending. This connection is ending, and this ending brings in this new beginning. Yeah, look, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Can't make it up. Five of Pentacles. This ending is bringing forth this new beginning. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Ten of Wands. So this is situation, environment, or connection that became way too burdensome for you. Way too heavy. Way too difficult to master. It reached its end, right? 10, 10. It reached its end here. This is the Ten of Swords. So we've got 10. We've got 3 of the 4 tens here. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. So this is done. Eight of Cups. You're walking away from this situation, environment, or connection, and you're headed towards better. So maybe you're leaving behind a partnership, but you're moving towards a partner now who's the Emperor or Empress. A bit of a level up, I would say. Emperor, Empress is far better than a king or queen, because that is someone who embodies the best qualities of all 4 kings or all 4 queens, depending on what you are interested in. So if you're leaving behind a connection, you have a better connection now, or a better connection coming in. So this ending with this person is leading you towards this new beginning. So it's almost, I get the feeling here, you need to accept this ending. Like, this person's not coming back. There's no reconciliation here. It's been an emotional drain on you. It's been taxing. It's been going on for a long effing time. It's time to move on from it. I feel like 8 weeks. This starts wrapping up very quickly within the next 8 weeks. Tell me more about that King of Swords there. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, if you're not out of this situation, this environment, this connection, within the next 8 weeks, next 2 months, and I feel like it all starts this week, you're going to start seeing things speeding up. The ending, 5 of Cups, the ending will be speeding up for you here. Page of Cups and the Hangman. Yeah, this is all, after it being paused or delayed, you're going to start seeing rapid movement, like the job closing out, or maybe your lease is up on your apartment, and in the next 8 weeks you'll be finding a new place to live, or the relationship is ending with this friend or this family member or this lover. This is, if it hasn't ended for you yet, it's ending. If it's ended, but there were still some loose ends to kind of tie up with that Page of Cups, maybe in respect to children, like visitation, child support, that's all going to be wrapped up within the next 2 months. This is in your rearview mirror, or well on its way to being in your rearview mirror, because everyone's on a different point of the timeline. So the Sag Collective is shifting away from a situation, environment, or connection that became emotionally depleting. Even if it was good at some time, at some point, it no longer is. It's no longer a feel-good energy in the Eight of Cups. That's why we leave the job. It's why we leave the environment that we're living in. It's why we leave a connection. It becomes emotionally dissatisfactory, emotionally depleting, emotionally heartbreaking. As much as we want it to get to the 9 of Cups or 10 of Cups, it never gets there. And so when we sit in the 8 of Cups long enough, there comes a point where we're just like, enough. We're just like, enough, we're out. So I'm gonna take that noise, that notifications out on my phone, like, yeah, that message is spot on. Like, when it gets to that point, you're done. So a lot of you have moved away already from this. others of you a little further behind on timeline, but it's okay. You're wrapping things up this week, or you will begin to wrap things up this week. Like, example, let's say this is a divorce. This might be the week you actually get the lawyer. And then you'll start seeing some real forward progress in the next 8 weeks. Something like that is happening here, which will enable you to move. Oh yeah, look at that in a new direction. Page of Wands, the Hierophant, the Two of Swords. For some of you, it's a marriage that's ending, or it could be a contractual obligation, again, with a lease or living situation, or maybe even an employment situation here. So this is ending, and then this is coming in almost on the heels of this ending. So, or on the heels of this being wrapped up. So what is this Ace of Pentacles? What situation in your life is bringing forth completion and total happiness? The ending of something that wasn't very happy is going to bring this in now. I just heard let it end. Let it end, let it go. All right, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles here for Sag. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Let it end, let it go. Nine of Pentacles, become free, independent, and autonomous of it. Lovers, there's that justice. There's the new beginning. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiterian energy. There's good luck. There's good fortune. There's good happiness. That's the job you want. That's the living environment you want. That's the love partner you want. That's the friend you want. That's the community group you want, etc., etc., etc. Let that end. Nine of Pentacles. Become Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Become free, independent, and autonomous of that, and allow this beautifulness, this beautifulness to come in. You deserve it. After going through this, you deserve this. And look, if this is a long-term relationship, and someone made a comment on my channel at some point, it's like, oh, you make divorce sound easy. No, I don't. I was in my relationship for 24 years. We lived together for 3, and then we were married for 21. I spent a quarter of a century of that man with that man. I'm 51 years old. It's nearly half my life I spent with him, right, in terms of timing. And I got to a point where if it would have been the 9 of Cups or 10 of Cups, I'd still be married to him today. I had no reason to leave other than it became emotionally depleting, emotionally draining. Was the divorce easy? It kind of was. We sort of had an amicable divorce, but it was stretched out. There was like a 2.5-year period, 3-year period where nothing was happening. And then finally I had to be like, okay, come on, I need to get on with my life here. And then it wrapped up very quickly. Like, I think in our county, it was the fastest divorce in like 100 years. It's less than 15 minutes. Because we hashed everything out ahead of time. No lawyers, court mediator appointed. Jen, you deserve this, or you're legally obligated to this. Tony, you deserve this, you're legally obligated to this. Are you guys willing to find a compromise? We did. I gave up almost everything because at that point I just wanted my freedom. He complied. Of course, it was beneficial to him to do that. But we wrapped it up, submitted the paperwork. 15 minutes later, it was notarized and signed by a judge. Could not believe it. And I was like, oh God, if I would have just did this 3 years earlier. But it is what it is, and I learned valuable lessons from it, which now I get to share with all of you. But yeah, whatever this is, let it go. Because like now, I have the relationship I've always wanted. It's not perfect. It's not fairy dust and unicorns and all of that stuff, but it's happy and it's exciting, and there's a future there to look forward to. And he's emotionally expressive, and he's extremely supportive of me and of what I do, and I get Burger King and flowers and all of that great stuff. So and we're now 5 years in, because I started seeing him almost like within 3 months of the marriage ending. I started seeing him, so we're coming up soon to 5 years. And again, it's not perfect, but it's far better than what my marriage was, at least the last decade of my marriage. So whatever this is for you, the job, the living situation, the connection, the marriage, the relationship, let it go. Let it go and allow this to come in. You deserve this. You deserve happiness. You deserve luck. You deserve abundance. You deserve a partner that'll be there for you. You deserve a living situation that you are excited to come home to. You deserve your freedom, and you deserve independence, and this is your karmic justice. That was the karmic lesson. This is your karmic justice. So, tarot card of the week is the 10 of Cups. What situation in your life is bringing forth completion and total happiness? The ending of this brings in this beautiful new beginning. Enjoy it. It's not easy to get from here to here. It's not easy, but it's so effing worth it. That's what I have for you, Sag. Let it go. Let the new come in. You'll absolutely love it. That's what I have for you, my dear. That is your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, maybe just found them to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. You have the Four of Pentacles. What situation in your life are you still holding on to? So you're holding on to a situation, environment, connection, pattern, or habit that no longer serves your highest good. You're like, I'm not letting go to this. And it could even be a grudge for some of you. Like, I don't know what it is for you individually, but you're holding on to it and it's not serving you. It's low vibrational for you to hold on to that. So let's see what this is all about. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card, oh, look at this, Eight of Swords. So something to do with something that you're thinking about on a negative loop. So it could be trauma, something someone said to you, the way someone slighted you, betrayal, hurt, pain, rejection. Yeah, you're definitely holding on. You're holding on to it. And it's funny, my elbow just picked up your sister sign here of Taurus, which is fixed energy. And that's that Four of Pentacles. Always reminds me of like stubborn, fixed Taurian energy. So time to release yourself from this. Yeah, Seven of Wands, Two of Swords. Oh my word. The Lovers. It's your choice. You could play this on loop. You could hold on to the resentment, the anger, the frustration from now until the end of time. It will not change what happens. It will not change what happened. Eight of Swords to Two of Swords. At some point here in this situation, environment, or connection, you felt backstabbed, you felt betrayed, someone maybe lied to you, they ghosted you, they treated you unfairly, they rejected you, emotionally abandoned you, scarred you, wounded you. I get it. I get it. I think most people on the planet have experienced that to some degree. But you don't have to hold on to it. You can give it to the universe, give it to God. Look in the Lover's card. It's like, this is like you in the middle. And look how you have these two like angels. See the wings? It's like you have support here. You have divine support. You have angelic support. I never noticed that in the Lover's card. Your deck is so unique that I use for you. So you can release this. We have that full moon in Aquarius on August 9th. Release this. Let it go. And the energy of the full moon will be with us for a couple of days. Actually, if you go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, and click on resources, there's a full moon ritual there. It's all free. There's a full moon ritual there. We then have the new moon in Virgo on August 22nd. So again, you can use that new moon ritual. There's a cord cutting ceremony you can do. I would release this. Stop holding on to the pain, the resentment of the rejection or betrayal. Let it go. It has no... You're rebirthing a new chapter here in your life. Don't drag that emotional or mental trauma into this new life. Nine of Cups, look at your happiness. Two of Cups, new soulmate, new soul bond connections here in your life, or the current ones you have that actually do care for you. Getting rid of this will either allow new to come in or will strengthen the healthy connections that you have in your life. But you got to let this go. You got to become Nine of Pentacles. We have to go from the Four of Pentacles, which is holding on to it, right? Grr, being mad, grr, like my sound effect there. Holding on to it, to the Nine of Pentacles of free and independent, and I don't give a shit about that. I can't change that. You can't, you can't turn the clock back and change it. So stop dragging it into your future. Tell me more about that Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So something you put a lot of time, love, money, effort into it. Didn't pan out for you at some point, or rejected you, like the job fired you, or you invested on a property and you put so much time and money into it, and now maybe you're losing it to foreclosure, or you're getting less than what you put into it and now you're selling it at a loss, or you got to sell it at short sale. Or this could be family as well in the Ten of Pentacles, where they have betrayed you or badmouthed you or rejected you in some way. You're playing it on a negative loop, whatever that experience was for you. It's time to let it go. Ace of Wands, move towards the new. It's blocking the new. It's blocking new connections, new experiences, new creative endeavors. Situations, environments, or connections that would set your soul on fire, not set your life on fire. That's what's waiting for you. And that's what's being blocked because of this mashed potato mind that you have right now, like reliving all of this. I would let it go. I mean, you have the divine gift of free will. You don't have to do that. But your advice here is to do it. Tell me about that Lover's card. It's a choice. You get to make this choice. You don't have to carry this anymore. Tell me more about the Lover's card. One more shuffle. You don't have to carry it anymore. Six of Wands. Go be free. Go be happy. Two of Wands and the Fool. Your new beginning is waiting for you. You're at a Y point. You have this new chapter in your life starting, regardless of your age. Don't bring the past with you. The memories, the trauma, the rejection, the animosity, the jealousy, whatever it is for you. Let it go. People who fucked you over, fuck them. I just got demonetized. It's okay. Let it go. You don't need to bring it with you. Your new beginning has no room for that hate or that. Let it go. Those people, those experiences, those situations are in the past. All of the mental or emotional turmoil that they cause you should be in the past as well. I want to get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for Capricorn. Oh. 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Temperance is your advice. Look in the 5 of Swords, walk away. Let that person or those people hold on to what they did to you. Let them hold on to the remorse, the regret, the grief. That's theirs to carry. They created it. You can just walk away. Free as a bird. Walk away. 5 of Cups, turn your back on them. Walk away. Leave them here to remember what they did to this connection with you, this soulmate connection. You walk away. You have other cups out there. You have other Ace of Cups. You have other people waiting to connect with you. Turn your back. Turn your back. Very balanced. Move forward. Again, we see the 2 cups. So leave this in the past. You have new here. Either other connections in your life that are healthy will strengthen as a result of this, or you will meet new people, a new lover or new friends or friends who become family members, etc., etc. That's your advice. Turn your back, and move forward. Your new beginning is almost beckoning you or even begging you to leave the past in the past. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. That is your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. Your tarot card is the 4 of Pentacles. What situation in your life are you still holding on to? Whatever it is, let it go. What's that Disney song? Let it go, let it go. Let it effing go already. Don't bring that with you. You've got some great things headed your way. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, maybe you want to claim all or part of them, or you just found them to be helpful or even hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Hopefully you can hear me better than all of the other signs preceding you, because thanks to Mercury retrograde, this microphone kept connecting and disconnecting from the camera. So hopefully this time around it'll work for you. So let's take a look at your tarot card, my dear, for the week of August 10th, 2025. Your tarot card for the week is the Hermit. What situation in your life is asking you to look within? So it's a collective general reading. Could be situation, environment, or connection. Really hope this microphone is now working. Okay, why is the Hermit card the tarot card of the week for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Hermit is being clarified by the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. That's a hell of a lot of swords for an air sign. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, the 5 of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay. I feel like this is going to be a super, super specific message. Aquarius, I feel like this week you're contemplating making a decision where another individual involved, right, separate than you, other than you, would feel very betrayed by your decision. I feel like it's a decision here that you're making. You've been really up in your head about it, not quite sure what to do. I also think you have a lot of people kind of chirping in your ear, giving you like their advice, but you're not actually going to the person that would be most impacted or most offended, or you're not going to the person who would feel most betrayed by this decision. It's like you're talking to everyone else about it, but not this person. So this would be like the equivalent, and I'll just use work as an example. Let's say you have an issue with a higher up, okay? And you're contemplating taking it to their boss, okay? So let's say you have an issue with a staff supervisor,
and you'd like to bring it to like maybe district manager level or something like that. You're telling everyone else in the department and everyone else within the company that you're going to take it to that supervisor's boss, but you never actually addressed it with the supervisor. It's like you're making a decision that it will impact that person, and that person's going to feel betrayed by it because they're like, geez, you told everyone else, in the department or at the company that you had a problem with me. You even went to my superior, you went to my boss, but you never came to me to discuss it. That's the feeling here. It's like someone will feel left out of this decision if you decide to like arbitrarily make it based on the influence and advice that you're receiving from others, but not going to that person directly. So tell me more about this person, because it's almost like you don't give a damn. I hate to say that. It's like, that making this decision, someone here will feel betrayed, but there's a little ego here. And remember, you're Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about detachment. So there's something here of being emotionally detached and almost giving like, I don't care if she likes it or if he likes it. But I feel like you should care. And I also think that this person might go along with it if they actually felt included in the decision. You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't feel as betrayed by it. Okay, tell me more about this person. Let's get to that, the Ten of Swords here. Because this person will feel betrayed or backstabbed or lied or manipulated, something like that. So tell me more about this other person. One more shuffle here. Thank you. For some of you, you're married to this person, or it's at work with the Hierophant, or it's within the construct of like maybe a community group or religious group that you volunteer or organize. Okay, maybe some of you organize a volunteer group or religious group. Could be within the construct of a family group, friendship group. Let me see this Ten of Swords. Strength card, Nine of Swords. Oh my, and the Eight of Cups. This person, bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. They are a soulmate to you. Whether they're a professional soulmate, a familial soulmate, like a family member, a platonic soulmate, like a friend or an acquaintance, or a romantic soulmate. Doesn't really matter like what type of soulmate they are. They are soulmate to you. This person will feel very distraught and really up in their head about what did they do wrong, or why weren't they included? That's the feeling I'm getting here. Why weren't they included in this decision? It's like you just chose to walk away and confer with other individuals and make this decision that would heavily impact this person to some degree. And you never conferred with them. And I feel like that's why this person here will feel like, I don't know, et tu, Brute, et tu. That's kind of like even you, like, it's like there's a feeling here of disbelief. So with your tarot card here for the week being the Hermit, it's like you really need to go within and ask yourself, are you really doing the right thing? Are you really doing the right thing here? And I'm not saying that your decision is wrong. And I'm not even saying that conferring with other individuals is wrong. But I think what is wrong here, and it's not my opinion, it's what I'm getting from the cards. What appears here to be wrong, or like the injustice here, is that it wasn't discussed with this person, or they weren't brought into the conversation, like they weren't brought into the loop. It's like you created this circle of people that were allowed to confer or discuss this decision with you, and this person who is affected by it, you kind of left them on the outside of the circle. So there's something here about, when I see the Hierophant like that, I'm going to clarify that, but I kind of feel like you have the potential here to create good karma or bad karma for yourself, because every action that we do has a chain link reaction, karmically speaking. And so every decision we make generates either good karma or bad karma. And it's almost like you got to ask yourself this week, you want to be a good witch or a bad witch? Because you'll be receiving a reward for what you do here. And whether that reward is negative in nature or not is entirely up to how you handle this situation. So you have a decision here to make whether or not you want to include this person in this conversation or in this decision. And I feel like if you don't pause, you might not include them. And tell me more about the Hierophant. Tell me more about the Hierophant here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. It could be within a group of people that you work with. I could be speaking to an Aquarius where you're considering, because I see that Lover's card there, and now I have two Queens. I could be speaking to an Aquarius where you're contemplating leaving one partner for another, and you're only discussing this with the partner that you're moving forward with. You never kind of talk to the partner that you're leaving. And they might feel very betrayed, not in the act of you leaving, but in the act of you never even told them there was an issue here. You just kind of, up and left or ran off with someone else is the vibe here. So there's something here before you make this decision to make sure that all the parties that will be affected by it are included in the discussion, or at the very least aren't blindsided by the decision that you make here. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the devil. I was just talking before about good karma or bad karma. So you can generate good karma or bad karma here for yourself, depending on how you handle this. Again, I'm not telling you to move forward with whatever decision it is that you have to make here this week, but I would be mindful that excluding someone. Well, first, I would like to find out, why is this person so important here, aside from them being a soulmate or soul bond connection? Why is it so important that you include this person or these people? Like, you could be working within the construct of a group and you're just like, oh, I'm going to go it alone and do my own thing, and everyone else in the group is going to be really effing pissed off at you that you did that. So why is it important that Aquarius include this person or these people? What's the importance here? Why do they need to include this person or these people? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Wands. Did you see how the deck fell out of my hand? Because you'll create a mess. I just heard firestorm. Queen of Wands is a fire energy, is a fire sign, and then the deck one. So you'll create a firestorm. So you could get a lot of backlash or negative feedback, negative press, something like that. It's almost like then you would be creating an enemy where otherwise one wouldn't have otherwise existed by doing this. Tell me more about why it's important for Aquarius to include this person or these people. You have the ability here to create a shitstorm or avoid one. Okay. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That's the truth. Judgment. If you don't include this person in whatever it is you're doing, and again, it's not that you need their approval to do what you want to do. I don't feel like that's the message I'm getting here. It's including them that you're moving in this direction. Let me give you another example. Let's say I'm speaking about husband and wife here. Husband and wife with a joint checking account, and you both put financial resources into the joint checking account. And one day your spouse looks at the checking account and goes, oh my God, there's $55,000 missing from the checking account. That was like everything we had saved and now it's all gone. And meanwhile, you roll up an hour later in the driveway with a new vehicle. Your spouse is going to be like, when the hell did you decide to get a new vehicle? Oh, well, I was talking to my friends about it. I was talking to so-and-so about it, and they bought a car, and I thought it'd be great if I bought a car. So it's like your spouse would feel so betrayed by that. Like, oh my God, this is our money, our joint resources. You talk to your friends, you talk to people at work about it, but you didn't talk to me about it. Like, that was our savings. That's what I get here. So I think if you would have spoke to your spouse and said, look, my car is breaking down. It's going to cost X amount of dollar to fix. And at that point, it's not even worth putting the money into fixing it because the repair costs more than the value of the car. I think it's better if I just kind of trade the car in and take some money out of the bank account and buy a new car. Like, I don't think your spouse would say, no, I want you to be carless. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like this person would be disagreeable to what you're doing, but they're sure as hell pissed off when you decide to spend that pentacle, spend that money on something that you discussed with other people, but you didn't discuss with them. And meanwhile, it's their money also, or it's their savings also. That's the feeling here. You know, it's like you own a joint property with a bunch of people, right? And you make the decision to contact the realtor to list the property. And it's like, you can't do that. Like, there are other property owners. You need to get they're okay. They need to be on board. There should have been a discussion with these other people. So I just see you here making a decision, or on the precipice of making this decision. It impacts at least one other person, if not a group of people. You're discussing it with others. You might be even looking to tarot, since you're into, spirituality and tarot readings. So you might be looking at collective or even private tarot readings to obtain your knowledge on what to do, but you're not talking to the person or the people that would be impacted by it. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I'll get you 3 cards here for advice, but that's why it's so important here, because this person is going to make a judgment call based on your judgment call. What will this person do if they're not included? What will this person do if they're not included? This person makes a judgment call. Remember that firestorm I felt before? What does this person do if they're not included? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do they do? Four of Cups, feel rejected, justice. They will get their pound of flesh, death card. They will work, Three of Pentacles, at getting their pound of flesh, getting their revenge. I would think twice. I'm not saying you should include this person in the discussion or the decision based on fear. I think you need to include them because, one, it's the right thing to do, whether it's, you know, moral obligation, financial obligation, marital obligation, contractual obligation, whatever this is. And then there's also something about you reaping negative karma. And karma doesn't mean you're walking down the street and a bird poops on your head and it's like, oh, there's karma. You know, like God got you back, haha. The divine source uses people, individuals, right? We do things that kind of bring karma onto ourselves, but also can bring karma to others who deserve it. It's almost like kind of like vigilante justice, kind of like that. So this person would be looking for justice once they get over feeling neglected, rejected, left out, etc. At that point, they make it their job, calm, cool, and collected, long-term plan here to get back at you, get their pound of flesh, bring you down. I don't know how extensive this is or how deep this is, but I'm going to back out of this reading now because it's starting to get a little negative. I would include everyone that needs to be included in at least the discussion, if not the decision here. That is your tarot card for the week. It is the Hermit card. What situation, environment, connection, decision in your life is asking you to look within? Look within, and I would say do the right thing, because when tarot asks us to look within, basically what it's asking us to do is to find and explore the energy of the Judgment card. And the Judgment card talks about going within and doing what's right and doing what's fair for yourself and for all involved. And so this would be going within, doing some soul searching and making sure that that next step that you're doing, everyone who's supposed to be in the loop is in the loop. Because again, I feel like there's at least one person here, if they feel like they're not in the loop, they might take matters into their own hands, and you may not like what happens next. I hate to say that, but I don't want to be the tarot reader that says that, but I have to tell you what, the moment I saw those cards flip out, that's what I felt. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Be mindful of your decisions this week. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's take a look at your tarot card for the week of August 10th, 2025. I was almost going to say October. I have no idea why. Maybe you're doing something this week that results in something occurring in October or something like that. Or maybe you're planning something this week for October. That's odd. Okay, for the week of October 10th, 2025, tarot card of the week is the Three of Wands. What new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? What new phase? So you're ready to move forward, right? Because the Two of Wands would be like making a decision on whether or not you should move forward. And the Three of Wands is now active fire energy to move forward in a particular direction. So what new direction is this for you? What new phase? Tell me more about this here for Pisces this week. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out. Oh my God, the Fool. There's your new beginning, new phase, new cycle, right? Ten of Swords after a hard ending. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And the Sun card. Jeez Louise. It's like you got to jump over or go through the Ten of Swords to get to the Ten of Pentacles. This is all happening in Leo season, next 10 days. You have to go through this to get to this. Okay. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, there's the New again, and the Two of Swords. It's your decision. You could fight this. Two of Cups, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands. You could resist this new beginning by fighting back or pushing back against the ending. What's the ending? What's that Ten of Swords? It's like one last hurdle or one last thing. It's like when you're driving. I don't know if you've ever done like one of those long like East Coast to West Coast drives, or like those long drives, and you're counting down the mile markers, right, until you get to your destination. And this is like you're 1 mile away from the exit ramp where you can get to the destination that you want, right? That Sun card energy. But you've got 1 more mile to go and you're getting tired behind the wheel. You could stop You're not going to be able to turn the car around on the highway, right? You can't do that and start driving in the opposite direction. So, and you can't get off of the highway until you get to the exit that you're supposed to be getting off at. So the only thing you can do here is delay getting off at the exit. I hope this is making sense for someone. So maybe you pull over. Maybe there's a little hotel there on the highway and you're like, well, I'm going to pull in there and take a nap or get a room overnight and sleep and then wake up in the morning and continue on. So I feel like you can delay this ending, but you can't avoid the ending. You can delay that final mile marker until you get to the exit and get off, but you can't avoid it. I feel like you can't avoid it at this point. And it's like after that exit, there's no more road. So it's not like you could even pass it up. You have to get off at this exit. You have to get off at this exit. So all you can do now is delay. So the end is here. Okay. What is this Ten of Swords here? What is the Ten of Swords here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Swords. Four of Cups. King of Pentacles. You don't like the ending. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. You're not seeing the benefit of the ending. And I almost get the feeling here like this ending requires another individual. Or individuals. It requires compromise. Not liking the compromise. You don't want to accept the compromise. It's the only way, though, to get you forward. Why don't you like the compromise? Why doesn't Pisces like the compromise? One more shuffle here. Why don't you like the compromise? The Emperor, Justice, Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Empress. It's not fair. It's not consistent. You don't believe the other party will uphold their side of it. Like, I'll give you an example. I don't know. Maybe you're suing a company. Maybe you're suing a company. I don't know. You tried their product and you had some kind of reaction to it. And now you're suing them for restitution, or you're suing them to pay for your medical bills or something like that. There's some type of compensation here. That's what it feels like to me. So just go with me on this example. So I don't know. I had this beverage. I had a reaction to it. There was no warning label on it. And now I'm suing the company to pay for at least my medical expenses. And it's like you want them to pay for your medical expenses, but then you also want them to pay for like the 2 weeks that you lost from work, right? You want some compensation for the lost time at work because you just lost 2 weeks of pay. Fair enough. To you, that's fair, right? To any reasonable person, that would sound fair. You caused this damage to me. It resulted in a loss of income. You need to pay for what it cost me to reverse the damages done to me. And you also need to pay for the 2 weeks I lost at work. Fair enough to any rational person. But the decision here is like, well, we'll pay for the medical bills, but not the 2 weeks that you lost from work. It's just an example. And you might feel like, well, that's not fair. Or you're afraid to say, okay, I'll go with that. I won't get paid the 2 weeks. Pay for the medical bills, but then you're afraid of like, well, what if they don't pay for the medical bills? Now I have to bring them to court all over again. Or what if the company folds a month later and they never pay for the bills? Now I'm still on the hook for the bills. So it's almost like it's a twofold thing here. One, I get the feeling here you don't want to agree to the compromise because you don't feel like it's fair or balanced or just in respect to what you went through. So it's not equal. You feel like it's not equal. It's not just. And then the second thing is, well, if I accept less, I'm not even guaranteed that that party is going to give me what you're telling them that they should give me. So there's something like that here is you're not trusting the other side. And it's almost like if I had a guarantee that they would do that, they would fulfill their obligation of that, then, you know, I could compromise. I could capitulate. I'll take less than what I feel I deserve. But you want me to take less than what I deserve and have faith that that person is going to fulfill their obligation, and I just don't have that faith. So I think you're looking for a guarantee. And that might delay all of this. You're looking for a guarantee. And I don't think it's far-fetched that you're asking for the guarantee. So let's put this in simpler terms. When you get a mortgage, right, you buy a house, you get a mortgage. I don't know how it works in the rest of the world, but here in America, the mortgage company, you go to the banking institution, a lender to get your money. Technically, the banking institution owns your house until you pay off that mortgage. it's your property, right? If you want to change the siding, you can. You're responsible for the insurance. You're responsible for the maintenance. You're responsible for everything. But the mortgage company technically has a lien on your property. So if you go a significant amount of time not paying back that financial institution or paying back that lender, they then can take steps in court to take the property away from you. They have a lien. I feel like you're looking for the lien. You're looking for the lien. And I don't think that's a bad idea. I think you're looking for the lien. So it's like, oh, let's say this is a divorce and you're and you feel like you're owed $200 a week in alimony for whatever reason. That's what you feel is fair to you. And the judge here comes back and says you're only getting 100. Part of you is like, I would agree to the 100 if I really thought that that person, my ex or soon to be ex, would make good on the 100. So I want to guarantee, I want their salary garnished. I now want their job to automatically take it out of their pay and either send it to me or send it to the state and the state forwards it to me. Something like that. You're looking for the guarantee because it's like, if I have to capitulate and accept less, I want to guarantee that I'm at least going to accept less. I don't want to chase after the less. I don't want to chase after the less. And I don't think you're wrong on that. And that might be a way here to get to that exit ramp, because I think fighting, oh, that's good. So fighting for more, right? Fighting for what you feel is just, I don't think is the answer here. I don't think that's the answer, because you're just delaying the ending. And it's like, no, let's speed up the ending by coming up with something that is stronger or more stable than the Knight of Wands energy. Because this could be inconsistent, right? The company could fold, the person could file bankruptcy or something like that. So you're basically looking for the lien. I think that's your compromise here. That's how you can, even if you don't 100% like what you're being given, at least you're guaranteed. You know, if it's like, if I'm agreeing to less, then I want to at least be guaranteed that I get the less. And I think that's a good way. Let's take that Knight of Wands and turn it into like a Knight of Pentacles. So it's something more dependable and reliable. So for those of you looking for a negotiating tactic with whatever this is, maybe that's the way to go. Garnishment, a lien, something to that effect. Okay. Tell me more about that Knight of Wands. How do we strengthen that Knight of Wands? How do we strengthen that for Pisces? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands. See, we go from Knight of Wands to King of Wands. Knight of Wands, not so consistent. King of Wands, very consistent. There's your Knight of Pentacles. There's your Virgo. There's a system. There's a plan. It's for the duration. And the Four of Swords. That's how you wrap up this whole cycle. That's how we can heal, and it's acceptable. It's acceptable. So if you have any kind of contractual negotiations this week with work, with a court proceeding, divorce, alimony, inheritance, like the acquisition of property, the sale of property, anything like that, I would say if you have to accept less, it's okay. Just make sure you have something concrete to make sure that at least you're getting the less that you're accepting, or the less that you're capitulating to. Okay, so I like that for you. We're able to clarify that, because the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and Virgo is about creating systems and structure for long-term sustainable results. High vibing Virgo. So there you go. That's your little advice there. So are you ready now for this new phase in your life? Because once you wrap that up, you have this new beginning, and the new beginning is only being blocked by this. So we definitely need to wrap this up. So we can't fight the ending, right? Because we're running out of road. So we can't fight the ending. We can delay the ending by saying, I'm going to stay at the hotel a bit or take a nap, you know, in the parking lot. So you can delay the ending, but the ending here is inevitable. You can wrap it up quicker. This would be the equivalent of like, instead of napping or staying overnight at the hotel, you're going to go through a drive-through and get coffee so you can push through the last few miles and get to the exit. This is getting the coffee. Okay, this is being able to expedite it. And maybe it's crappy coffee, but it's coffee nonetheless, right? So there you go. There's your advice. I hope those messages made sense to someone. And let's see what this new beginning is. Tell me more about the Sun card energy here for Pisces. You can have this all wrapped up by the end of Leo season. So you'll start off Virgo season in this new beginning. And maybe there's a couple of things here to button up in Virgo season, but not much, because the Two of Swords is the moon in Libra. So it's like literally by Libra season, this is done. This is done and fair and balanced, and everything is working accordingly or according to plan. So tell me about this Sun card here, this new beginning for Pisces. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Cups, options, choices, Two of Wands, and the Death card. I love it. An ending for a new beginning. Now being able to go wherever you want, do whatever you want. This is victory. This is success. This is options, choices, new ideas, maybe even travel for some of you. So I love this, Pisces. You have a new beginning. It's right on the heels of an ending, which technically that's how all beginnings occur, right? Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. I think Sagittarius had that message in their reading today also. But you can't delay the ending here. You can't fight the ending. And unfortunately, you can't get more than what is being given. But you can safeguard yourself to make sure that if you're going to accept less, you're guaranteed that less. So garnishment, liens, something contractual. This is even like if you're getting a new job and they're just verbally saying to you, you know, we give our employees a raise every 6 months. Great. Don't take their word for it. Have them put it in writing. Whatever contractual negotiation this is, even if it's a sale or purchase of a home, everything needs to be in writing. And even if you're accepting less on the home, you still want to make sure that the buyer can afford it. You're not going to say yes, right? You're listing your house for $150,000 and this buyer comes along and says, well, I'll buy it for $120,000. If you're like, oh God, that's a lot less than what I was asking for. But if you show me you have the money, you got to have that bank pre-approval or the cash in the bank, I'll accept it. There's something like that. You're just looking for, the confirmation or the guarantee that if you accept less, you're granted less. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I've talked enough about this. That's what I have for you for the week of August 10th. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, maybe just found them to be helpful or hopeful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.